Hyena is an African bandit who follows his instincts sacredly. The hyena is also a kind of African sanitary guard, because the favorite delicacies of these mammals are carrion and decaying animals. But do not underestimate them, because in spite of their size, these predators can give even lions a head start. Hyenas got their name, Bandit of Africa, for a reason. After all, they can easily take the prey, as it happens in most cases. And today you will see 8 brutal eat alive moments of hyenas. Get comfy, we're starting. Number 1. In this footage, we see 2 cheetahs sharing their prey. The impala tries to break free from the predator's tight grip, but one of the cheetahs quickly parries the lunge. The cheetahs are clearly predisposed to a tasty snack today, and are trying to share their prey. They're clearly in the mood for a tasty dinner, but in the wilderness, it's not that simple. It's not enough to catch the prey, you also have to make sure it doesn't get taken away. The next second, 2 hungry hyenas swoop down on the valiant hunters. It all happened so fast that the cheetahs had no time to act and had to flee, leaving the prey to the hyenas. The hyenas quickly swooped down on their prey. Even though the impala was still conscious, the 2 predators began their meal. Ruthlessly dragging the impala closer to them, they bit into it time after time with their razor-sharp teeth. The prey tries to fight back, but it can no longer escape the deadly grip of the predators. Soon 2 more members of the pack swoop in, and like the others, they swiftly pounce on their prey. On the channel, Animal World, you'll see the best content you've ever seen. If you're interested in the best animal videos, confrontations, and battles, please subscribe now so you don't miss new videos. And they come out every day for your entertainment. Number 2. Cannibalism among animals is much more common than you might imagine. When it's too bad and you have to starve for long weeks, some animals, especially hyenas, can easily attack their congeners and make them a tasty meal. These bandits have no emotions, no attachments, no blocks, and no brakes. They act according to their instincts. As we see in these shots, 3 hyenas easily eat their congeners. Don't doubt, if they had to starve even more, they would without any doubt do it again. Number 3. And here we see a hyena taking out an impala, and taking it away from a leopard. The cat is hesitant to mess with the hyena, so she goes off in her own direction. She has to watch as her prey is devoured by another predator. Meanwhile, the hyena literally crushes its prey with its teeth. By biting at weak points, over and over again, the hyena tries to take a bigger bite. But the impala thinks otherwise, and seeing that it has a chance, tries to escape the predator's clutches. But you can't get away from the hyena that easily. Firmly grasping its prey's guts, the hyena continues to strip its prey. You've got to hand it to the impala. Despite the bleeding wounds, mutilation, and torn belly, it still resists and gives back to the offender. She has no shortage of willpower. And the impala tries its best to run away. But the predator is not ready to let his prey go just like that. The confrontation lasted for some time until the impala gave up and the hyena prevailed. Number 4. The next images will show us more of the exception than the given. One hyena was checking out her territory as usual, and just by chance she discovers a whole buffalo lying unconscious. What a stroke of luck. Apparently there had been a hard fight somewhere nearby. The buffalo probably got the upper hand, but was seriously wounded. From his wounds, he lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Meanwhile, the hyena begins its meal. From the sharp pain the giant quickly woke up, but what to confront the offender, he can no longer. There is no strength. The hyena rolls up a glorious feast without any consequences. Yes, such moments do occur in the wild, but quite rarely. Far more often it's the other way around, when predators go hungry for weeks in search of prey. But today the hyena was very lucky. Number 5. In the following shots we see the whole essence of hyenas. Of course they can hunt in groups, and these groups can easily reach up to 20 individuals. Now imagine such a bunch attacking a single target. Imagine that, too. And in spite of the above, each hyena tries exclusively for itself. Grab a larger piece, fill their bellies with the most delicious meat, etc. It should be understood that there is not enough food for everyone, and predators are very well aware of this. Therefore, the biggest pieces go to the strongest males. They skillfully chase away the prey from the others while they themselves enjoy the prey. Younger individuals have a very hard time, they literally snatch what they get. But as a rule, they get the unfortunate crumbs. After all, the older hyenas drive the weaker ones off their prey as best they can. Number 6. In the following footage, we see a young lioness digging up a warthog. With her powerful movements, she literally digs the ground like an excavator. Having reached her goal, the predator pulls her prey to the surface and tries to finish her job. But the warthog stubbornly refuses to be dinner for the predator and resists as much as he can. In this fight, the lioness did not notice how the hyena snuck up on her. The cheeky guest clung to the exact opposite end of the victim and persistently began dragging it toward her. In the next second, the warthog was between the hammer and the anvil. Between a lioness and a hyena. It's a scary sight. The lioness is trying to perform her crowning technique of grabbing the victim's neck, while the wily hyena without wasting time is already trying to start a tasty dinner. The whole situation resembles a tug-of-war, except that this rope is the warthog. Naturally, the lioness is not going to share her prey with the uninvited guest. Therefore, as soon as it was done, the lioness begins to actively attack the hyena. It is surprising that after missing many strong and powerful attacks, the hyena does not give up so easily. They are well aware that they will not defeat the lioness alone, and yet, time after time, they approach the victim to grab their piece. And yet the hyena succeeds. She snatches her trophy, and the lioness is left with her delicious lunch. Number 7. And here we see a picture of a pride of lions trying to take their prey away from hungry hyenas, who are already eating their impala for lunch. The hyena are much smaller than the lioness, but in a large pack they are a huge threat even to the lions. The lions try to get closer to capture their prey, but the hyenas, like guard dogs, quickly parry their attempts. The lions have no choice but to retreat. But predators are not so simple, their instincts are much stronger than fear, so they repeatedly try to attack a group of hyenas. But the latter are like the great guards, swiftly attacking the offenders and do not let them down. That's why every lioness attack fails miserably. Number 8. The next shots give us even more insight into how dangerous hyenas are when there are so many of them. Even the great hippo couldn't withstand their onslaught. The insidious tactics of the hyenas are dangerous in that while one distracts, the others begin to eat the victim alive. Therefore, in most cases, the victims have no chance of winning. As in our case, the great hippo became the perfect dinner for the hungry hyenas. Yes, hyenas, you could really call them crazy bandits. I personally liked most how the hyena was able to steal a piece of the victim from the lioness. What did you personally like about it? Be sure to write about it in the comments below. So that was 8 brutal fight, eat alive moments of hyenas. If you liked the video, give it a like and write what you think in the comments below. To join our fun and get the latest videos from our channel as soon as they're uploaded, all you have to do is click the subscribe button and the bell. And that's it for now, thanks so much for watching, see you again.